Hi Gemini, thank you for joining me for your December general read. Please remember that this is general, so it's not going to resonate for everyone, and that includes the cross watchers, who of course you're always welcome here. Please don't take anything personal that comes up in any tarot read by any tarot reader. We don't choose what comes out in the cards, and obviously don't ever try and force a timeline to fit. Okay, if it isn't your story, Gemini or cross-watcher, then it's absolutely fine to just leave it be. We always ask for messages for those who need to hear the message the most, and for messages that will help serve that particular zodiac sign's highest good. So obviously your third eye is literally all about looking without expectation. So don't watch tarot and have preconceived ideas already in your head, okay? Because that's not going to be helpful, and that's for you cross watchers as well. I do apologise, this video is a little bit dark tonight. I've not got any electricity at the moment. I'm just having some work done on the house, and if you hear any banging in the background, that's what's going on. It's not ideal, but we just have to work with it. Okay, so Gemini. I have pre-shuffled all the decks, but I will do another quick little shuffle for you on the camera. It just helps people to see that the card decks haven't been tampered with or anything like that. Okay, and straight away, the interesting thing here, Gemini, the Oracle deck to begin your read actually is all about the heart. So some of you could be very much be sitting in your feelings at the moment. It's a very emotional time for Gemini at the moment. Okay, so Gemini, please, for December. Okay. Right. Yeah, your first card out is number 6. Perseverance, simply love. 17, which is an 8, advancement, healing. Okay, so Gemini, for some of you, this is love for your family. I don't know how well you can see that with me not having great lights. For some of you, your family is your focus at this point in time. Healing, more particularly a family situation. There's something here about higher knowing as well. You're breaking the chains of something also. Some of you are breaking old habits, yeah, and old ways of thinking that kept you on lockdown. We also have number 1, manifest. This is the magician, I believe. Making things happen, making new things happen. A new way of life, a new way of thinking, a new way of being. Number 7, confidence, seek the truth. Having the confidence to know that the path that you're on is the correct path for you and for those who have a family. Having the confidence to move yourself and your family in a new direction. Right. Number 1 again, newness again, clarity of belief. Right. So I will get you the book for these ones, Gemini, just so I can ensure that you've got all of the information that you need. Because it's important for readers, I feel, to give their intuitive messages, and then to give the messages that the creators of that particular deck want you to have also. As it just means that you've got lots of information to work with. Okay, so number 6, simply love. People often fondly remember the innocence of youth as a time when life seems simpler. This card is a call to action to bring that innocence and energy into the present and into your relationships. As much as you can, interact with others from a pure and open heart, full of love, free of ulterior motives. Do this and you'll find that your relationships will deepen and require far less effort. When you reminisce about your past, bring back only the happy memories and cherish them. Kindness and generosity are at the forefront when this card appears. Look for ways to help family and friends, especially children. Reach out to them and assist them in any way you can. Sometimes just a bit of attention is all that somebody needs. Where kindness prevails, relationships flourish. And if you're hoping to become pregnant or adopt a child, then this card is a positive sign. Okay, number 17. Heal. A peaceful healing energy surrounds you right now. This is an ideal time to bring healing to your relationships and realize your hopes and dreams. This card could be presenting itself to ask you, isn't it time for forgiveness? Understand that no human can ever be perfect. By accepting this, you are in a position to forgive yourself and those with whom you are involved. Forgive freely and without reservations, as blame and resentment are heavy weights to bear. By forgiving, you'll feel a weight lifted from your shoulders and become enveloped by a deep serenity. The affirmation with this card is, I offer and accept healing in my relationships and I am at peace. This pertains to the Star card in traditional tarot. I do not like the books that these oracle decks come with. Okay, then we have manifest, and that is the Magician. The affirmation with this card is, I use my power to manifest deliberately and with clear intent. This is a time of great power for you. The manifest card is here to tell you that anything is possible. You have all the tools at your disposal to create whatever you desire. You have a variety of tools that can be put to good use. The ability to love unconditionally, to support, cherish, listen, understand, forgive, to be kind, joyful, and even silly. All of these are useful tools in managing affairs of the heart. Take some time to determine what your best tools are, so that you can put them to work in your own unique brand of magic around relationships. And then number 7, seeking the truth. Really don't like these books. Okay. Intuition, questions, deception, and inequity. Intuition is a powerful ally. Now is a good time to follow and trust your inner promptings. It may be that all is not as it seems in some of your relationships. Use your psychic senses to determine which of your associations may be questionable. Trust what your intuition is saying right now. As much as you'd like to trust these people or this person, it's important to question their motives. Be cautious about sharing your most private thoughts and feelings in order to avoid allowing yourself to be placed in a vulnerable position. Be diligent in psychically scanning your interactions for possible deceptions. Be wary of one-sided relationships in which the other person is not participating fully or is avoiding obligations and responsibilities. Now is the ideal opportunity to get to the bottom of this behaviour and certainly at all times be sure that your role in your relationships is above board and based in honesty. Okay. Clarity of belief. Great potential is all around you to define who you really are at this time and determine what your beliefs are regarding love and commitment. Okay. Discard any outdated ideas about how a relationship should function and what the proper roles should be. Decide what you need and what you're willing to give. Different relationships will require different strategies for success. You need to be flexible and open-minded. Bring a breath of fresh air to your way of thinking about love and partnerships. When you have gained clarity, gently communicate this to other people with whom you are in a relationship. Explain how you would like that relationship to change or grow, and exchange ideas on how each of you might alter your behaviour to make this happen. Act upon your new insights and transform your relationships. Okay, so Gemini, what I'm getting from this one is be careful of being too paranoid about certain individuals. Making sure that your judgments on someone are based on fact and not on your fears, and avoiding judging someone too harshly. There is someone in your energy that, because you're unsure of their intentions, you don't trust them, and that's perfectly natural. But obviously make sure that you get your facts as well before jumping to some kind of conclusion. For some of you also, there's something here about your family. Maybe some of you have been working too hard recently and haven't been able to spend much time with your family. Is that my torch flickering? So there's something here about needing to get back to basics with your family. A child is missing you, basically. There's a child in your energy that really wants to spend some time with you. Okay, and reach out. Teamwork, preparation, alchemy and achievement. You are a strong and capable person, yet sometimes you forget to ask other people for assistance. You struggle along doing your best, but often you don't quite achieve the results that you want. This card serves as a reminder that you don't have to do it all alone, but you might ultimately get what you want by going solo. However, your desires will happen sooner and more gracefully with the help of others. What are you trying to accomplish regarding your relationships? Family, friends and outside organisations are ready to help. You just have to ask them. Set clear goals and decide who's the best skills to help you reach that goal. Do some planning and preparation before acting, and then watch the magic happen. Alchemy is the art of combining disparate elements to create something desirable. Balance, then. It's all about balancing. By uniting with others, you have the ability to create the relationship of your dreams. Be the alchemist. Okay. So for some of you, again, it's very similar to the Sagittarius energy that I've just had. There's a lot of making sure that everyone else is okay, but who's making sure that Gemini is okay? There's possibly a little bit of pride and ego here, the fact that you don't like asking anyone else for help. Now is the time for you to ask for help. I'm getting a very, very strong vibe here that some of you are healing a family situation and breaking old habits or old thought patterns that kept you stuck Okay, so I'll try and get you some more information on your tarot, and we'll see if the person that you're dealing with that came out in your oracle cards, that you were unsure of their intention towards you. We'll see if that individual comes up in your tarot cards. But again, I cannot stress enough that we do not control what comes out in the cards, okay? Just bear that in mind. There's definitely something here about avoiding being overly judgmental as well of either yourself or someone else. Gemini, please. We have the High Priestess. Yep, that's following your intuition. And we saw that in your oracle cards, funnily enough. Some of you are actually holding on to secrets here as well. The Chariot. Right, so straight away, Gemini, we've got two major arcana here back to back. So the energy that you're currently in is actually life-changing straight away. There's something here about moving forward. You've gained knowledge on something or someone also. Two of Coins and the King of Swords. Now this one is a side story for someone. Right. There's a brand new spark here, possibly with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. These could also be signs that are in your natal chart. There's something or someone here has sparked your interest, Gemini, pertaining to your wish fulfillment that could very well possibly lead you to your 10 of Cups, your ultimate happiness. Justice could be a Libra. Somebody owes an apology and somebody needs to receive an apology in order to bring balance back into the situation, and also because it's the correct thing to do. You are very much in... Someone is using their emotional intelligence and they are being very caring when it comes to an individual that is potentially there for the rest of your life. Gemini, you could be finding yourself reevaluating a previous commitment, a previous job commitment or relationship commitment, because something isn't paying off. Something, you're not reaping the rewards of something that you've been putting a lot of time and effort into. Stability, holidays, all around stability. There's something about your stability that you are reevaluating. You're making changes to bring in a stronger structure towards a connection or a job. At this point, this could go either way. There's something long term though. Some of you have had new ideas about how to get what you want out of your life, basically. Some of you are following your intuition. In fact, you feel almost divinely guided with this because you're very certain that this direction is the right direction. Right, some of you have also been put through quite difficult times recently as well, and you're blooming from that strife. Instead of allowing that strife to be toxic, you're using it to grow something new. You're changing up the script. You've had some kind of enlightenment about something that pertains to your ultimate stability and your ultimate happiness. Okay, Gemini. Knight of Wands. Central to your read, Knight of Wands. Some of you could be relocating as well. Gemini, please. Fucking hell. Okay, another side story. Now these were in reverse, and I'm going to read them as they came out. Some of you have stopped communicating, or someone has stopped communicating with you. Okay. For some of you, there could well have been a temptation here along the lines. I'm getting that some of you, Gemini, have probably just recently received an offer from somebody outside of your current relationship, and you've turned them down. In fact, some of you have just ghosted this person. You're not entertaining it whatsoever. Yeah. And you don't have any regrets about doing that. Took control of the situation. And you're heading off in a different direction with your soulmate. That's a bit soap opera, Gemini. Wow. Gemini, please. Gemini, please. Seriously. Hey. That is literally the same cards that we've had that kept jumping out. You're tired of fighting with this person that you've turned down. So yeah, you've been enlightened about what they're really all about. Hence the ghosting. Okay. So someone might have become quite bitter towards you, Gemini, because you turned them down. That definitely wanted to go. Okay, guidance, please, for Gemini. Right, the energy at the bottom of your deck, Gemini, is the Empress. This is, and that's weird because we saw the Emperor as well. The Emperor and the Empress together, they are a power couple. The Emperor is all the four kings of the deck in one embodiment, and the Empress is all the four queens. in one embodiment, excuse me. Hidden under that is your long term. Right, so Gemini, please remember the cards in tarot are not gender specific. Right. So the energy that's really dominating you for the month of December, Gemini, is an Empress energy. It's somebody who does everything. They know their worth, they know their value, they don't accept anything less than what they deserve, basically. They know who they are, and this could well be your energy. But for most of you, this pertains to the person who's currently in your heart. 10 of Coins, long term. Right. So some of you have been in a relationship for many, many years, and this is your Empress, or you have a new connection that is your Empress that is going to be your relationship for the long term. Okay, because these energies could go either way, and obviously us readers, we don't know what it is that we're reading, so we just have to work with it. Central to your read is the Knight of Wands. Now, usually this can pertain to someone who's a player, who's there 1 minute, gone the next. But for this particular spread, because of the cards that are surrounding it, this tells me that Gemini, some of you are seriously considering moving location. It's also something that you've put a lot of time and effort into planning as well. You've been planning this very much so, strategic with it even. It's also about you, Gemini, keeping your standards high and paying attention to all the details as well. Now, we've also got the King of Swords, which is air energy. That's your energy, Gemini. You've been analysing someone or a situation. Again, you're in a very strategic mode at the moment, and you're being incredibly careful about what information gets out there about what your next step is, which is actually really, really clever. Intuitively, you know that you have to keep your cards close to your chest to get this, to get done what you need done. You're trying to maintain your balance as well here, so that's what your reaching out card was all about. You are at some point going to need to ask somebody that you trust for help, probably your Empress energy. There is a certain level of regret here though, Gemini. Somebody regrets I'm actually getting that someone regrets sharing their emotions. This is a very much once bitten, twice shy. That I feel pertains to that one of those big bunches of cards that came out, where you refused somebody. Somebody made you an offer of love and you refused them because you're already in a connection with another. That person's got regrets sharing their feelings with you. They're feeling quite bitter towards you as well, Gemini. So that's the reason for you keeping your cards close to your chest. So with that in mind, I have to be very, very vague about what information now that I put out there, just in case someone's watching and they do not have your best interests at heart, because that's very much the energy here that I'm picking up on. They are saying very, very loudly, watch what you say. And that's not just a message for you, Gemini, that's also clearly a message for me too. I have to watch what I say, because somebody is feeling quite bitter towards you. Cross watchers, please don't take offense at anything I say. This might not even be your story at all. Okay, so just bear that in mind. But Gemini is very much here, a brand new beginning, a brand new start. They're moving. This is a physical move that they've put a lot of time, effort and energy into planning. Again, yeah, Six of Swords, moving away. There's so much movement here, Gemini. In your read, it's unreal. In your guidance, I'm struggling to see in this. It's actually really quite dark in here, with that electric being off. Okay. In your guidance, Gemini, it's reclaiming your financial independence, and you've also got the Wheel of Fortune on your side. It's fate, karma, destiny. There are going to be some very strange events that happen to you in the month of December that are going to work out in your favour and in your best interests. You've also got some money coming in here as well. Picking up on a final big payment of something. It's something that's been very slow moving. There's a lot of anticipation. You've been waiting for this to come in, and it's coming in. There's going to be a sequence of very unusual events, Gemini, that are working in your favour. I don't like to overuse the whole divinely guided phrase here, but on this occasion you're very spiritually connected here, and yes, you are being divinely guided, and that is where it's like a spiritual help is coming in here in a huge way. And this is why your High Priestess card was your first card out. Your intuition for the month of December at least is going to be sky high. Trust in your intuition. Right, you also, Gemini, you need to gain more knowledge about the options that are in front of you. You've got a lot of options and a lot of temptations. You need to gain more knowledge, and also pay attention as well to gossip around you. Don't partake in gossip. Take a mental note of gossip and who's doing the gossiping, because there's going to be some information that comes out through a third party here that will help you make a decision on something. And then the five of Wands, gossip, conflict. Yep, there we go. Is literally exactly as what I just says, Gemini, about your gossip. This additional information is coming in through gossip. Obviously, make sure you get all the facts, and it's kind of like the no smoke without fire. I don't particularly like that saying, because obviously when people have got an axe to grind, there's too much left open for people to take advantage of. On this particular occasion, Gemini, there really is no smoke without fire. Okay, pay attention to the gossip around you. Fact find on that gossip. You will find that there is additional information that will help you move forward. But do not partake in the gossip, just listen and garner information from it. Okay. Right, I'll see if I can get a end oracle for you. Okay. I've never used this oracle deck before, so we shall see what comes out of it for you, Gemini. Gemini's final guidance, please. Gemini, please. that was me. The top card was let go. So you're definitely letting go of something old, self-limiting beliefs. Okay. Right, so we have number 33, which is a 6, perseverance, seek solitude. Call on your healer guides, number 14, 5 is change. I will get you the book for these ones. Number 3, creativity, expecting the best. Number 34, which is confidence, make a note of it. And stability, pray. Right. So seek solitude. Transitioning from 5th century to 6th century awareness can be very taxing to your nervous system. That's literally all about you getting closer to your spirituality. After all, you're beginning to consciously absorb and process a lot more energy and information than you are accustomed to, and you need to build up your psychic muscles to adjust to this higher level of awareness. Also, Gemini, get yourself some black tourmaline, okay? If you're partaking in any of this spiritual work, your black tourmaline will help keep you protected from negative energies, because as you open yourself up to receiving spiritual messages, you also unwittingly will open yourself up to other energies coming in, and you want to block them. A black tourmaline will do that for you. And also, if anyone's got any ill intent towards you, your black tourmaline, return to sender without you getting your hands dirty, basically. Okay, so very important, Gemini. Please do get yourself some black tourmaline for the month of December. That is from that is my personal advice towards you. Okay. In the process, however, you can get energetically fatigued. Signs of psychic overload are irritability, moodiness, restlessness, and sudden waves of ennui and extreme drowsiness. If you're experiencing these symptoms, have compassion and understand that your psychic system works hard for you and needs a break from time to time. Slow down the energetic input. You're in a growth spurt and must afford yourself regular and frequent periods of solitude as you adjust to a higher energy input. 6th century people regenerate best when they're alone, with no one else to command their attention. Spending just an hour here or there by yourself, doing something that you enjoy uninterrupted, is one of the most important ways to keep your vibes clear and on track and right with the world. Okay, and number 14. Call on your healer guides. Although you may be challenged with the physical, emotional, or psychic imbalances at this time, do not fear. You have a team of divine healer guides committed to helping you. Turn your fears and concerns over to them and ask them to eliminate the dissonance and disease in your body, mind, and spirit, whether known or unknown. If you have specific health problems, ask your healers to work on that part of your body or mind. If you're concerned about the health of others, ask your healer guides to join with theirs to restore them to good health. Trust your guides and follow their lead. They work in many ways, but above all, they work with you to help yourself. They don't do the job of healing you alone, but assist you in taking a proactive role in your soul's well-being and your body's strength and vitality. You'll know that you're on the right track by the ease and grace of which things flow to you. Number 21. Expect the best. You're being advised by your higher self and guides to start each day expecting divine guidance to direct, support, and happily surprise you by entering the state of expectation. You create a vacuum in your vibration. The universe does not tolerate a vacuum, so it will seek to fill it with exactly what you expect. So be careful, Gemini, because you are manifesting. And we had that at the start of your read. So everything you say, think, feel it sends out a vibration, okay? So watch your words, watch your thoughts. If you find yourself suddenly thinking negatively, make a quick snap to change that, okay? If you expect a struggle, then you will attract the struggle. If you expect guidance, synchronicity and celestial gifts, then you'll attract that as well. Your guides are advising you to shift your awareness to a positive expectation, which acts like a magnet, which will attract all that you need when you need it. It creates a powerful vibration that will be felt and answered by your guides. And I'm being interrupted here, Gemini. That temptation that we saw in your read was actually a test to see how much you had learned from your mistakes of the past. So in the past, Gemini, some of you were actually tempted away by another, and this is why that new temptation came in. It was a spiritual growth test, and basically you passed that test, okay? Which is why now you are awakening to some new abilities here. Okay, so take the risk and expect good vibes. They will show up. And number 34, make a note of it. You may be intercepting vibrations from your guides regularly, but having the confidence to trust your vibes fully may still be a challenge. Don't worry, trusting your vibes takes time. With a little extra effort, however, you can accelerate the process and not miss a single golden nugget of guidance from your higher self. The way to strengthen your confidence and better to receive guidance is to carry a small notebook throughout the day and write down every single vibe that you get, no matter how subtle, including your hunches, inspirations, bright ideas, wonderings, vague notions, and many others. The more you write down your vibes, the more tuned into them you'll become. And also you'll have a massive concrete evidence that they are in fact real, accurate, and trustworthy. This does wonders for your confidence and increases your psychic awareness at the same time. Try this for a week and see it for yourself. And then number 31, pray. Pray. No matter what your heart's desire is, prayer is the means through which it will be delivered. Prayer is perhaps the most all-round psychic tool to raise your vibration, attract solutions, and relieve you of all psychic dissonance. It's a daily food for the soul. As you pray, ask your spirit to ascend to the highest elevation and energetic frequency possible and align with your higher self, your guides and your spiritual teachers, so that your soul can learn and grow quickly and peacefully. Sincere prayers are always heard, always elevate your vibration, and are always answered. The key is to hold your prayers in your heart and then release them to the higher forces. It'll also give you a good night's sleep. Okay, so Gemini, best of luck with your newfound spiritual journey. And this is what I have for you for the month of December. If you would like to take part in the giveaway for the Tree of Life wire wrapped necklace that's been sitting here, I didn't make this one. I bought this one in specifically so as I could give back to my YouTube community as a way of thank you for supporting the channel. You probably might not be able to see it in this light, so I'll just shine a torch on it. I don't know if you can see that. That's your Tree of Life necklace. I am sorry again, Gemini, about the lighting quality in this video. There's not really much I can do about it when there's work going on in the house. I do hope you have a fantastic December, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, take care, Gemini. Bye.